Okay, there we go. Okay, fam, welcome. My name is Tevin Lichnod. I am the sports strategist or the team strategist for the PSC roster. And today I'm quite excited because I think for the first time we get to discuss PSC, its vision, what it's about, why it has come to be, and also what we plan on doing for the year ahead. Right? Well, the reason why we formed PSC was because we wanted to tackle the poverty issue among sports people. So the stats around the space with regards to poverty is quite shocking. You get some of the highest earners in sport that end up broke, and this is true for people across the space. It's not just in soccer. So don't feel bad that you're in soccer and you see a lot of broke people. This happens across the industry. And these are the people that have earned mega money contracts, right? You have stats like 78% of those athletes that have signed those mega money deals, they go broke. And it doesn't take them very long. The stats used to show that it was within 2 years, 2 to 5 years, they go broke. So if those are the stats for the people earning those sort of amounts of money, you can only imagine, what the stats is for us who is not earning those crazy amounts of money. So I think when it comes to sport, there's a couple of things you can guarantee. One of them is you will be broke either before your career takes off, during your career, during the process of your career, or after. Okay, so PSC, the why behind PSC is designed to answer that exact question. Why do people go broke? We got to solve it. Okay, so PSC is going to help us as sports people, as sports entrepreneurs, unbreak the poverty curse. That's really what we're trying to do. And that's the why. That's the big why. That's why we're in existence. So we want to help you as the athlete not fall into the trap that every other athlete has fallen into, that every other coach has fallen into. We want to make sure that you have the right information, you have the right network, the right people around you supporting you so that you can actually make a success of your career. A lot of us has been at academies. I know of players that have traveled. I know of players that have even represented their country, that have come out of that space and not get a contract. Their first contract happens when they're 24, 25 years old. So that's the issue. So that means we are not earning money from the space until we are 24 and 25 years old. What happens? Because I know just from experience that from 18 to about 24, your support structure has vanished. Right? Your parents are no longer buying boots for you. They're no longer taking you to the games. They're no longer investing in you. You got to sort of figure it out for yourself. So there's a gap there, and we're going to try and give you the tools so that you can succeed in that time, because that's the time that you can work on yourself that will prep you for a career later on. Very quickly, who has the answer? I want you to take off your mic and answer. This is my question. What is a career? If you were to break it down in a simple definition, what is a career?
What's the correct definition of a career?
Nice. Thank you for trying at least, bro. Well done. This is why you're the coach. You see? It just makes sense. So a career is something that you are going to be doing for a very long time. Okay? A very long time. So if you look at the career span of a football player, it's about 20 years, right? If you're lucky. 15 years if you're lucky. And that's from what? Maybe from age 20, you might get a breakthrough. By age 35, you're likely to retire. That's a 15 years of effort, 15 years of work. That's a career. Okay, it's not something that you do for, hey, let me try this thing for 1 year and then I'm bouncing. That's wrong. I can guarantee you are going to fail if you are doing that with anything, right? This is why people, they graft and they really only get powerfully good later on in their years. Does that make sense? When they're 28, 29, they talk of peaks. That means they're now at the highest level of their game. But it's only because they've been doing it for the past 13, 14 years. So we got to figure out how to sustain ourselves during that period, right? Because like I mentioned, you will either go broke in your career before you get your breakthrough, whilst you get your breakthrough, or after you get your breakthrough.
So a career is not, it's not starting from when you start playing soccer, or it's once you start earning?
So it's both. It's a little bit of both because your career starts somewhere, right? So this is why when you are 25 years old, you can actually put on your career card, hey, I've been playing soccer for the past 10 years. That's your career, right? That's a career. So your career started when you're 15 and you're now into an academy, or your career started when you are 16, because I think that those are the ages when you can really decide if you're going to give this a go or not. Welcome, Mr. Khotso. Thank you so much for joining us, Broski. So yes, we are discussing the agenda of PSC. We very quickly went over the why behind PSC. So I'm going to ask, and very quickly, Felix, can you just explain to Mr. Khotso the why behind PSC?
Why PSC? So PSC is trying to help athletes like us leverage and make a generate an income, in other words, in terms like that. Because most players and athletes go broke before, after, or whilst they're going through their breakthrough. So our aim basically was to like help and bridge that gap of poverty with athletes.
Powerful. I love that. That was so much more clearer than what I explained. Thank you so much, Felix. So yes, right. So the longer you stay in the career, the more likely it is you're about to get, the more likely it is you will get a breakthrough and actually achieve something in the space. But you gotta be in it. So we're solving that issue of money in. All right. So I want to share my screen. When you're looking at the brand or building the brand, you got to look at it from three aspects. Look at the why. Right? People buy why you are doing what you are doing. They don't buy what you are doing. So they buy the why, right? That's mega brands. Check out Coca-Cola, check out Manchester United, check out Apple. They always tell you about why they are doing it, what they believe in. That's what we are doing. So we want our athletes to be learning how to monetize. How? How can they monetize? This is important. So we're looking at a year-long program. There's many things that we've done last year. We did master classes last year. We did training days last year. We had some athletes go on effective communication courses last year. We had some athletes attending business courses last year. We actually had it part of the program. So this year our goal, obviously, to have more people be a part of that. I think it was with Mr. Kalen, they looked at the website, they looked at his planning, they looked at his strategy, and whatever else might have helped him is in his entrepreneurship journey. And something that I'd like to share, as an athlete, I think entrepreneurship and athletes just make sense. It's the same, because in order for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you need willpower, you need discipline, you need character, you need the ability to work with people and work with others and take information. You need to be able to produce. So with an athlete, it's the same thing. You need discipline. You need, you need a talent, you need your idea, you need to put your idea in action, your idea. It's the same thing. Does it make sense? Do you see the correlation between being an athlete and an entrepreneur? Or am I skewing it?
It's the same thing, coach. But somewhere along the line, it all leads to a similar outcome. And
Yo, are you seeing my screen? My screen is doing some funky stuff over here.